I can't wait to go ahead and open this box. Cause this right here is the phone everybody been talking about. And coming from the Z Fold8 Ultra, I gotta go ahead and see what this is and give you my perspective from somebody that's been using this for the last 4 weeks. I cannot tell you how many Instagram reels and YouTube videos I watch in anticipation of this phone coming to my door. And I probably ruined the experience by doing that, but it is what it is. We're here now. And I know everybody been talking about it, like, bros, the Passport style is finally back with the folding phones, man, because Samsung's not the first one to do this style of folding phone. They're just the one that's getting all the credit because of Samsung. And the iPhone phone's gonna get overly glazed too when that comes out. But we have the Galaxy Z Fold8 here in this very plain box here, as you can see. So Samsung ain't really doing too much for us right now. On the back, we have absolutely nothing. And as you can see, it might look a little bit weird. So there's no tape on here. That's because I'm thinking like maybe it's a little bit different for like the reviewers boxes and stuff like that we get. Because we literally have the tape that goes on the box, outside the box. So I'm pretty sure that's probably just a reviewers unit thing because Samsung did get this to me. So shout out to Samsung for that. Obviously, it's not going to change my opinion. But let's check out the Z Fold8, man. I'm so hyped to go ahead and try this thing. And man, that thing is light. So let me go and pick this up next to my Z Fold8 Ultra. I think the Z Fold8 Ultra definitely has some more weight than the Z Fold8. Now, this is my first time checking out the Z Fold8. I went ahead and tried it out at Galaxy Unpacked, but this is my first time I get to use it in my actual quarters. So like now I can really get to use this thing. Now let's go ahead and peel this off. And oh my God, man, I am so hyped. Like I can't really express it in the camera right now. I am so hyped to go ahead and try this thing out. Let's go and peel this off in the front. Oh my God, yes sir. Oh man, I can't wait. Trust me, I was looking forward to the Z Fold8, but just looking at it right off the bat, I knew it wasn't that much different from the Z Fold7. So now that we got the Z Fold8 in this wider aspect ratio, oh yeah, that's gonna be so dope. I'm gonna talk about the Z Fold8 and the Ultra in other videos, but most importantly, I'm gonna go ahead and get some public opinions on this. So if you wanna go check that out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. But we have pretty much everything in here that's really basic. We have our charging cable, we have our SIM card removal tool, and then we have our user manual, and you know what to do with that. We throw it to the side, as always. Let's hit it with that boot up. Now I noticed with these Samsung phones, when you turn it on for the first time coming out the box, it takes a little bit longer, but let's just give that a minute there, and let's see. Hold on a second, and wow, take your time. There we go. Ah! Oh my God. So yeah, this color that they sent me right here, not gonna lie, a little bit more feminine for me. Not really feeling that too much, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not really complaining. I got a free phone from Samsung, so can I really complain? No. Besides the color though, the phone does look really nice in my opinion. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna feel about this wider aspect ratio because when I go ahead and fold this thing, I don't know how I'm gonna like that, like this more square type of style right here, especially with social media apps. Because I already seen all the things about it, like typing on the cover screen, you have more errors and things like that, and we'll see about all that later. But what a difference that looks like right there. So this thing actually has to restart because I'm pretty sure Samsung puts a SIM card in here for us like reviewers and stuff like that and media. So I'm waiting for this to reboot right now so I can go ahead and do its configuration, whatever with T-Mobile. So as you can see right here though, what a difference, man. What a difference. That look wild. Now let's go ahead and put it against my actual United States of America passport right here. Let's see what the difference is between these. Really not that much different at all. Let me go and put that top to bottom. Look at that. So yeah, I see exactly why people are talking about the passport a lot because it does look like an actual passport size. But you know what? Samsung isn't the first one to the game with this. Like I was talking about, Google did it with the original Pixel Fold, and there's plenty of other companies that did this.
Are you gonna make it to the game?
I mean, if you send the chopper.
A chopper?
Yeah.
Bro, where you at?
We're gonna set this up though, and I'll be right back. All right, what a difference, man. So I noticed right off the bat when I was going ahead and setting up this phone, like, man, it is really nice using this cover screen. It's, well, not cover screen, but the main screen. It feels smaller definitely than use my Z Fold8 Ultra. I'm not really sure why, maybe because, like I said, it's like more narrow and things like that. And this is definitely like wider. If I go ahead and open up my Z Fold8, as you can see right here, definitely a wider phone. So I think that's why I feel smaller, but it feels nice. Cause the thing is like with these phones, it's supposed to be better for like watching videos and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. And then like when you're on Instagram or something, turn it this way, and then it should be a really good experience. It's like using a miniature tablet, and I'll show you some examples in a second. I got some really cool Galaxy tabs for y'all. So it's telling you everything in here, like don't get any dust inside this phone because it's not dust resistant. Don't get any sand in it, cause yeah, I know if you watched Everything's video, then yeah, you probably already know about that. But let's go home and Oh my God, what an experience, bro. It's literally like a miniature tablet. Now, okay, I never seen that before. My weather just says straight up Wisconsin. Didn't even know that was a thing. So let me go ahead and do precise location. All right, there we go. So yes, I am in Kenosha today. So let me go ahead and grab something real quick. Let me go ahead and do some comparisons. Boy, do I got some throwbacks for y'all. Let's go ahead and see this against my Galaxy Tab S4. I know y'all ain't seen this in a while, and it's definitely seen better days, but it still works. Now, I think this is a 10.1 inch tablet. So let me go and put this side by side with my Z Fold 8, and as you can see right there, oh yeah, so obviously it swallows it, but really it's like the same aspect ratio, a little bit. And then even crazier, let me go ahead and grab my Galaxy Tab 2 7-inch. This is literally my first ever Samsung Android device. What a throwback, man. And if you actually look back at my first ever YouTube video, this is the tablet that I used for that. So as you can see right here, it's literally, I think is it bigger than my Tab 2 7-inch? Oh yeah, it's definitely bigger than this. It's not a big difference at all, but my Z Fold 8 is definitely slightly bigger than my Galaxy Tab 2 7-inch. And then obviously this way, oh yeah, it's definitely bigger. But yeah, this is back in the day, so Samsung is literally copying Apple with their chargers here, bro. Like, the throwback. But honestly, this feels so cool to use, man. Let me go and close this up. And by the way, no, I watch all the videos and everything, and I kind of learned this when I was at Galaxy Impact. We don't have Plex mode on here. So closing this up here, just looking at this right here, man, what an experience. It feels so small though, honestly. I had to get used to this. I don't really have big hands or anything like that. I mean, honestly, it's about normal, right? So like just holding this thing, it's like, I don't know, it feels smaller than I would like it, but I feel like I gotta get used to it because I've been using this for so long. So like if I go and fold up my Z Fold8 Ultra, let's go and check that out side by side. Oh yeah, let me go and tell the brightness on this too. So definitely a massive, massive, massive difference. So you're gonna have to get used to that. But I'm really liking the feel this fall, man. So here's the thing. This is cheaper than the Z Fold8 Ultra, and it definitely has worse specs than the Z Fold8 Ultra, at least for the camera anyway, as you can see right here. So we don't have a telephoto on here, but I've been seeing reviewers say like when you zoom in that it's really not that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. Now here's the thing. So I have been seeing some posts on Twitter, Max Weinbach, Technically T. They've been saying like if you go ahead and fold this phone up, you can feel some play with the hinge right here. So let me see if I can feel that really. Honestly, no, I don't feel any type of play or anything with the hinge. I don't know if this is what they're talking about, but no, I don't feel anything. So yeah, maybe I have to go and break this phone in some more, but they were saying there's some play with the hinge when you go ahead and fold it up like this. And I don't feel anything at all. I feel solid. So I'll go ahead and do some more testing with this. I'll let you know how typing is, and I'll go ahead and let you know if you should go ahead and get a Z Fold8 Ultra or Z Fold 8, because a friend of mine literally already asked me, like a real life and friend person in my city. So I'll give you my opinion on the Z Fold 8. I'll let you know all the concerns everybody have about it, because I have been hearing these Z Fold 8s have been breaking on some people in Reddit and whatever. And like I said, make sure you go and get subscribed to the channel, because I'm really looking forward to this video that I'm going to be making with some of your favorite creators that you probably already watch on YouTube. And I asked them one simple question. Did you choose a Z Fold 8 or the Fold 8 Ultra? And why did you choose one fold over the other? So I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be a really cool collaborative video. And like I said, I'm gonna be interviewing some friends of mine and people in the public to how they feel about the Z Fold 8, because this thing is weird, bro. I haven't been so excited for a fold in a while. Because bro, we're talking about a 5.5 inch 16:10 aspect ratio that folds up into a 7.6 inch 4:3 aspect ratio. Isn't that crazy? So look forward to the videos. Also, stay tuned on my social media, Eddie Sentech. I'm on Instagram and wherever else. You can go and check out more content I'm going to be posting on this. And Samsung did give me some cases too, so I didn't even expect that, but we'll go and try this out. That on top of some D-brand, some UAG content, we got a lot of stuff coming out, man. But with that being said, if there's only one thing in life, it's to keep it eccentric. That's why my name's Sentech, and I'm going to get up with y'all later, man. Peace out.